Okay, so we're going into light independent reactions. I want everyone to follow me on page 118, 115, sorry, and follow this little thing. And we're going to start at right here, okay? So, basically what you need to know about light independent reactions is three things. One is carbon fixation, two is PGAL formation, three is RUBP regeneration. Now, in the first step, carbon fixation, a carbon atom from CO2 becomes attached to an organic compound. What this means is carbon dioxide is here, but a carbon atom floats away from it. So here's the carbon atom, floats away from the carbon dioxide. So you have this carbon atom, my hand. Okay, so right here, you see this hand? This is Rubisco, which it takes this carbon atom, this Rubisco, and transfers it to a RUBP, 5-carbon backbone RUBP, which is this hand for now. Now, it transfers it to there, and since it's a 5-carbon without this other carbon atom, and once you put it back in here, then now RUBP is a 6-carbon atom. But once it becomes a 6-carbon atom, it becomes Lindsay Lohan, like Miss Buser said, and it becomes violent, and it breaks apart into two. So now because of this violent 6-carbon backbone RUBP, it becomes into 2-PGAL. 2-PGAL. Okay. PGA. It becomes 2-PGA. We're not there yet. Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself. Okay. So, once you have these 2-PGA, since this was 6-carbon, RUBP was 6-carbon, divide by 2, 3-carbon PGA. Okay. To make PGA into PGAL, you have to use ATP and ADPH, which you get from a non-cyclic independent reaction. Now, here's your PGA. Now, ATP comes along and takes a phosphate group. This is our phosphate group. Now, to make PGA, he swims over and attaches it to my mom's home. Okay, into a PGA. Then NADPH because it has it's NADPH, it has hydrogen and electrons, and you put it onto there. Now, once this is done, it becomes PGAL, and it still is a 3-carbon backbone PGAL. Phosphate group, hydrogen atoms, electron. Phosphate, ATP brings, hydrogen and electrons, and ADPH brings. Now, once you make a PGAL, you have to make 12 of those, because 2 PGAL molecules become glucose, a 6-carbon backbone glucose. Alright, just give me 1 second, and I just have to say hi to my mom. Hey, Mama! I'm just doing a little thing for my bio class, so don't mind me talking, and please don't interrupt me. Alright? Thanks. She has, no clue what I'm doing, so she'll probably think I'm crazy talking about PGAL. Okay, so I just said that you have to make 12 PGAL. And also, the correct numbers are on this scale. Now, 2 PGAL makes a 6-carbon backbone glucose. Now, 2 3-carbon backbone PGAL. I fed her, by the way. Makes glucose. Now, those other 10, you're probably wondering what happens to those other 10. Now, those other 10 go through ATP synthesis to come back into RUBP. Now, 10 PGAL molecules go through ATP synthesis and go into 6 RUBP. And then the whole process keeps on going. Now, glucose, which is a product of it, glucose can either be stored as can be formed into sucrose, or it can become into starch, or it can be into any organic molecule. So basically, what happens in short? No, I'm not saying that. You can look at the numbers there. Carbon dioxide, carbon atom strays from it. Rubisco takes the carbon atom, puts it into RUBP, a 5-carbon RUBP, makes it into a 6-carbon RUBP, which is like Lindsay Lohan, very violent, abrupts into 2 PGA, 3-carbon backbone. You have to make PGA into PGAL, which is ATP takes a phosphate group and puts it into there. NADPH puts a hydrogen ions and electrons into the PGA, and it makes into PGAL. PGA plus phosphate group plus hydrogen ions plus electrons equals PGAL. Once 2 PGAL, 3-carbon backbone times 2 equals 6-carbon backbone glucose. Those other 10 PGAL get regenerated into 6 RUBP. Okay, next one is C4, C3, and CAM plants. And that'll be the last video. Yay!